PT Tag Club Tuesday. Well, not just 'cause it's Tuesday, it could be any day that you show this. This is PT Tag Club. And this is for April's prompt. What am I talking about? I'm talking about Ashley of Paper and Twine, aka Ye Old Bag. Yes, Ye Old Bag. She pulls out, she has a tin, and she pulls out a word out of the tin each month for you to make a tag. If it's a 31-day month, you'll get 2 tags. Otherwise, it's 1 tag. Now, it's up to you if you make 2 tags or 1 tag, or you incorporate the 2 prompts into 1 tag. Totally up to you. Totally clips. So, before I show you this month's prompt, I'll quickly go through the other ones, and I don't know if I'll remember what the prompts were. So, I've done this one. That was the insect, and I was halfway through, actually I was more than halfway through making it, and I forgot that worm's not an insect. So that was the bird with the worm. So on the back we've got a butterfly, which is an insect. So that was January. February was light. So I did, no, I'm not getting anything in the back of this one. I did a hot air balloon because they're light. January, February, March. I can't remember what the prompt was for this. Well, it might have been delicious. I can't remember. I really should write it in what they are. But I did egg and toast. That's my egg and toast. And move that, you'll see it. There's my egg and toast. That's texture. I rubbed that down with sandpaper. Egg and toast. And then February, March. There was 2 prompts in March. One was heavy. So I did the music for He Ain't Heavy on that one. And the second one was Sergeant. So Sergeant Pepper, sorry. So I did Sergeant Stripes. They are not authentic. The colours aren't authentic, I should say. How do I know this? Because my husband was in the RAF. Yes, he was. And he came out as a warrant officer, which is how many ranks higher? Three ranks higher. Yes, 3 ranks higher than that. So, that's by the by. And then I made pepper out of wood shavings. So I've got Sergeant Pepper. Now this month is Aboriginal. All right, now it's been in my mind. In fact, I'm quite late doing this one. Aboriginal. I fancied, well, I'll show you what it is. It's quite rough and ready, this one. But I quite like it, and I don't think it's quite in proportion. But I fancied doing the sunset, okay? And then I thought I'd put a wee man, and I'd put a tree. I wasn't going to do the tree. I was initially going to do the tree, and then I wasn't going to do the tree, but when I inked that, I got a bit of splodges on there, so I thought, well, I'm going to have to do a tree. But it's just a representation. I mean, it's not a perfect. It's not meant to be perfect. So this is him in the outback with the sunset. Okay, and it's out of proportion. The ink I used was these. I got these from eBay. I got these from eBay for £11 something. And the reason I got them, I had seen Christine use them, Christine cards and things. And I thought, quite fancy that. And when I got them, I thought, I'll never use them. I've actually used them quite a few times now. So that's what I've used for that. So, Aboriginal. And I am actually really quite happy with it. Yes, I am. So that's it. And I'm just looking out the window there, and we haven't got a single pigeon. Yes, I've been sort of going on about the pigeons. The problem with the pigeons is they come and they'll take any food and they'll get it before any of the other birds. That's if there's NOF for any of the other birds. So I thought, I've got to see how I can stop the pigeons. And I've got them out the front. I'll tell you that in a minute. So I looked it up to see what scared pigeons, and apparently they don't like seagulls because they're a bigger bird, so they see them as a threat. Now, up dangling down here, I had a seagull which I got from the charity shop, and I thought it was just a jokey thing. As it turns out, when I looked up, it is actually a decoy. So I hung it out before I found out it was a decoy, because I looked again. When I found out there was they don't like seagulls, I hung it out the back off the tree, and that was on Sunday tea time, and I've not seen any pigeons hanging around the garden at all, which is really, really good. So I went onto eBay and had a look, and yes, as I said, they are decoys. So I'm going to get another one for the front and hang it down from the door, because it was kind of my fault. I had encouraged them at the front because I've got a bird feeder, and it's pigeons and magpies only, really, that come to that feeder. So I've stopped putting seed in it, and but the pigeons are still hanging around, and so are the magpies. So I'm going to get another seagull and hang it and see if that stops them hanging around the front. It seems to be stopping other little birds coming. Having said that, a robin is quite happy, or they're quite happy flying around the garden, so it's not bothering that, the robins. So I presume it's just the pigeons that don't like them. So there we go. So I'm going to, I'll do that next, is I'll get another seagull. I think it was about $6.99 on eBay. Something like that. If I can turn this round, I'll show you what I'm talking about. Hopefully, ouch, you'll pick it up. There it is, hanging there. Now, you must be able to see that. I must be in view. That seems to have stopped the pigeons. Okay, so it moves around a lot. Well, that's good, because the pigeons don't know it's not a real one. Right, so that's it. Let's put you back in place. Okay. Look at that. Aboriginal. All right, thanks for watching, and toodle pip.